around a year or two ago, I saw all of these YouTube videos titled 24 hours to change your entire life. I would click on these videos and they would say, go on a dopamine detox. No phone, no laptop, no music, no junk food, no instant gratification for 24 hours. And it resets your entire life. It resets your mind. Your life is gonna change forever. Everything that's hard is now gonna feel easy. I tried these out with success, or so I thought. But then the next day I'd be back to the bad habits that I did every other day of my life. You can't change anything in your life in 24 hours, and if someone is telling you this, it's not true. It's clickbait. And the thing that was funny about all these videos is they would be super over-edited, super stimulating, super cinematic shots with crazy music, flashes, like anything to keep you hooked, anything to keep you stimulated, anything to give them more views, more clicks. And it wasn't until I found out about Hamza and his dopamine detox. His dopamine detox is a little bit different from everyone else's. It's not just this 24-hour challenge that you do. It's a lifestyle. You do this every single day. You don't just sit in your room and do nothing, obviously, but you delay your gratification rather than doing things that give you instant gratification. And over time, this gives you the motivation to actually do these things, because dopamine is what gives you motivation to do things. And if you don't already know, these instantly gratifying activities, like eating junk food, like scrolling on your phone, like beating your meat, these things give you an instant hit of dopamine, and they're easy to do, right? That's why it's called instant gratification. But delayed gratification, these things, they give you dopamine as well, but they're hard to do. So if you could completely remove these instantly gratifying things, your body still craves that dopamine, so you'll now do the delayed gratification things like hitting the gym, like reading books, like even just going on a walk will now feel as good as these instantly gratifying things once felt. And that's what the dopamine detox is really all about. It's about reprogramming your entire mind, your entire dopamine system to now motivate you to do the hard things, which will help you feel more fulfilled in life, which will help you gain success, be productive, gain self-love, because you're doing things for yourself. You're not sacrificing your future self for instant pleasure, for the pleasure that you want right now. And I'm not gonna go over everything about a dopamine detox right now, because I'm sure you get the main idea. And if you don't, I'll have a full guide linked down below that I created a few months ago. But I really need to update that video, so take everything I said with a grain of salt. I've definitely learned some more things on this journey, and I have a few things to update in that video, so I'll have a complete overview, a complete guide coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But in today's video, I'm not gonna give you every single detail about a dopamine detox, so if you're interested, click that video down below. But in today's video, I will give you a few quick tips so you can avoid the mistakes that I made on this journey. The first tip that I have for you is to become conscious of your subconscious habits. While you're going throughout your day, write down the habits that you have. Maybe first thing in the morning, you notice that you snooze your alarm 18 times. Then you automatically go grab 15 cups of coffee. Then you scroll on TikTok for 3 hours straight. Whatever your habits are, these are so ingrained into your subconscious mind that you do these things automatically. You may not want to be doing these things, but it's ingrained into your subconscious mind, ingrained into your habits to do these things automatically, do these things on autopilot. And when you can become conscious of when you are doing these things, when you can write them down on a piece of paper and know what they are, it'll be easier to avoid them and avoid doing that activity, because you obviously don't want to be doing these things every single day. You don't want to be doing instantly gratifying activities all the time. We do these things naturally, right? Subconsciously. We aren't conscious of what we're doing, right? But when you can become conscious of them, then you can take the next step, which is just avoiding that activity entirely. Step 2 is write down some goals that you have, any goals that you have, and then find the habits that'll get you to that goal. So maybe you want to be more in shape. You want to hit the gym daily. That'll be a habit that you write down. You want to start intermittent fasting to lose a little weight. That'll be a habit that you write down. You want to start eating in a certain calorie range, a certain food group that you've been missing out on. You want to eat more vegetables, more fruits, more high protein meals. Write that down. These will be the habits that you now know that you should build, right? And tip number 3, This is when you start to build your habits. It's to quit cold turkey on the bad habits and start small with the good habits. These good habits are not ingrained into your subconscious mind yet, and these bad habits are ingrained into your subconscious mind. So this means that subconsciously, naturally, on autopilot, you will do those easy habits, those bad habits, because you don't even know you're doing them, right? It's in your subconscious mind to do them. It's autopilot. You don't even think about it. You're not conscious of what you're doing, so you will catch yourself slouching when you set the goal of having better posture. Maybe you will catch yourself grabbing that candy bar when you set the goal of losing weight. You will catch yourself doing these bad habits, even if you, like, it's just such a slippery slope when you say, you know what, I'm just gonna play video games for 30 minutes today. I'm just gonna eat one cheat meal a day, one cheat meal a week. I'm just gonna scroll on my phone for an hour today. That's all I'm gonna allow myself to do. It's such a slippery slope when you even allow any of that into your life. But when you say, I'm gonna quit this out entirely, I'm not gonna do this anymore, you'll still find yourself doing those activities, whether you want to or not. It's just in your subconscious mind. And then when it comes to the good habits, you don't have the subconscious beliefs, the subconscious pathways in your mind, the habits built already. Because once it's a habit, it's easy to do, but you haven't done this for 21 days straight, which is how long it takes to build a habit. So you need to start small. You will get better over time. The more you do it, the easier it'll become, the more it'll be ingrained into your subconscious mind to do it, and then it'll be just as easy to do these things as it was to do the bad habits, because now it's just in your subconscious mind to do those things. So start small, you'll get better over time. Make sure you do these things consistently for 21 days straight. Tip number 4 is to build a routine and a habit tracker. And then a bonus tip, get someone to hold you accountable. When you have a routine to follow step by step every single day, you know exactly what you should be doing, when you should be doing it. And also in the book Atomic Habits, which I highly recommend you read, they talk about habit stacking, when you do one habit after another. And this makes it more ingrained into your mind to do that habit. So maybe after you get a cup of coffee in the morning, you meditate, or maybe after you hit the gym, you take a cold shower. When you have this habit stacked, and when you can make this a daily routine, your entire day just becomes one giant habit. It just becomes one giant habit stack that you're doing, and it becomes a lot easier to build the habits that you know you need to build, to ingrain the subconscious mind pathways that you need to ingrain into your mind in order to do these things on autopilot. And also accountability really helps. I notice some days when I just slack off entirely, I don't even do any good habits. I don't even want to fill that shit out. It feels like shit to write all X's when you know you could be writing all check marks, and it feels fucking amazing when you write all check marks on your habit tracker, when you cross off everything that you needed to do in that day. It feels good as fuck. And then that bonus tip, getting someone to hold you accountable, helps so much, because accountability really does take you one step further when it comes to building habits. So just get a friend, get your parents, get anyone to help you out with this, because it'll help you just a little bit more. And tip number 5 is to reprogram your subconscious mind. If you don't already know, your subconscious mind is your habits and your beliefs. Habits, we've already been talking about in this video. You want to start doing good habits rather than bad habits. It's pretty obvious. But why beliefs? Beliefs play such a fucking giant role in your life. And I highly recommend you just look into beliefs and learn about your beliefs and learn about your subconscious mind entirely, because your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life. So if you have beliefs saying, I'm lazy, I'm unsuccessful, I'm overweight, you will almost manifest that reality that you believe that you are, right? But if instead you started doing things like affirmations, so just reverse those things. Say, I am successful, I am in shape, I am disciplined. You will start to become the person that you want to become. So take a bit of time, find out the words that you tell yourself, the beliefs that you hold about yourself, and reverse those things in your mind. And go back to tip number 1, where I said, find the goals that you want to achieve, find the person that you want to become, and visualize as if you were that person, and you will start to build the mindset, build the beliefs that you already are that person, because your subconscious mind has no concept of imagination and reality. So if you visualize yourself in your dream life, in your desired reality, as if all of the goals that you've ever set are already achieved, it'll be so much easier to achieve those things. So visualization, affirmations, do those things daily. Make them a habit. So I'll just quickly go over all the tips that I stated in today's video. Become conscious of your subconscious habits. Write these things down. Step 2, set goals and find the habits that you need to achieve that goal. Step 3, start small with your habits. Step 4, hold yourself accountable, build a routine, build a habit tracker, do that thing each night, and hold yourself accountable and get someone else to hold you accountable as well. And number 5, reprogram your subconscious beliefs. If you need any help, feel free to comment down below. And this is the first time I'm talking about this. I have a Discord that I'll link down below. It's not structured at all. It's just me and a few of my boys in there at this moment. But if you want to have a one-on-one chat with me, I really want to connect with you guys more. So feel free to join that down below. I'll see you in there. Don't click on the next video. Don't keep thinking that you're being productive by watching all these self-improvement videos. Go put in the work. I'll see you in the next one.